So we've left Shroud Key. We're sailing to Warderick Wells. It's a nice day out. We've got low winds around 10 knots, which is pleasant sailing, and I think it's going to be an enjoyable day. What do you think, Lindy? We sailed along comfortably through the bank sides of the Exumas in about 10 to 12 feet of water. Now that we were heading in a more southerly direction through the Exumas, our sailing was starting to become consistently better, as opposed to going constantly east into the predominant trade winds. Inside the Exuma Land and Sea Park, the water here was more pristine than anywhere else, due to the no discharge rules and the bans on fishing or taking or collecting basically anything. We were excited to get to Warderick Wells, the headquarters of the park, to see what it had in store for us. We sailed along relaxed and listened to some tunes. So we're getting close to Warderick Wells. The wind's died down pretty good and it's from behind us, so we just got the head sail up. Just like coasting along here slow. No real hurry to get on over there. It's really pretty out here. And we got our mooring ball assignment from the park office, number 11. Should be a really cool place. Alright, Lindy grabbed the mooring. Well, this place looks kind of nice. Oh my gosh. You did very good.
Expert boat handling skills.
Wow, this is going to be awesome. So we got checked in at the office there, and we're just going to walk over here to the Booboo Hill Trail. One of the things we were excited about Warderick Wells was the miles and miles of hiking trails we had heard about. The landscape was beautiful, with tide pools amongst rocky crags and hills in the distance. We knew there were going to be some great views, so we headed for Booboo Hill. Wow. The Exuma Sound is the large, deep body of water opposite the bank side we had been sailing on. Its beauty rivals that of the bank side with its deeper, darker blues, and also crashing waves into the rocks of the Exumas on some days. One of my favorite things is climbing a hill and being able to see the banks on one side and the Exuma Sound on the other. Looks like these are plaques from different cruising boats people put up here. Kind of neat. So we figured it was a sandbar kind of afternoon. There's Holiday over there in the mooring field line. We brought the kayak out here. What do you think, Lindy? You ready to get in? Yeah. Oh, we've been hot. Oh, it is kind of chilly. Oh, oh, that feels good though. We spent that afternoon, and most others during our week-long stay at Warderick Wells, hanging out and relaxing on the sandbar right next to Holiday.
So today we're going to go further into Exuma Park here on Warderick Wells and hike along the many miles of trails that are here. See what all we come across. There's a little stingray swimming along through this tide pool here. That's cool. There's a few different animals and birds here. There's some little mammal that only lives in the Bahamas that we're hoping to see. There's some bird called a banana quit. We think we saw one yesterday. We'll try to get one on film today. Neat place. Is it some sort of mockingbird? I mean, it looks kind of like a mockingbird.
It like runs along the ground.
I almost didn't see this curly-tailed lizard. I thought he was just another rock on the rock pile marking the trail. Those things are everywhere. They're big and they don't seem to be afraid of humans. Here's one of those skinks like we saw on Shroud. That's a big one.
Something.
I think that we'll be walking across this bridge right here in a second.
Yeah.
God, look at this. If you don't pay attention, you just think these lizards are part of the bushes or the rocks or whatever. Whoa! Ooh, Zach, you shouldn't be molesting the wildlife. Bad, Zach.
Everywhere we looked, there was wildlife and natural beauty. The hiking trails of Warderick Wells go for miles and miles, and they connect secluded beach after secluded beach. We knew if we kept hiking, we'd have most of them all to ourselves.
Alright, here's a banana quit bird. They seem kind of shy. It's black with yellow markings. Oh, there we went.
The banana quit led us to yet another stunning panoramic view of the Exuma Sound and the banks. After taking in the breathtaking beauty, we headed on the trail down the hill to our first beach of the day.
So I think this is Tabebuia Beach, where we're going to do some swimming. How's the water?
At Tabebuia Beach, it was just me, Lindy, and one of the most beautiful beaches you can imagine. After we cooled off and relaxed for a while, it was time to head in search of our next beach.
Pretty cool. So here comes our second beach of the day. This one's called Emerald Beach. And this one should have some coral heads I can snorkel on. I think I see one right there.
He's off. Swimming to the coral head out there. He's gonna do a little snorkeling.
Snorkeling was great and I saw a ton of reef fish. Emerald Beach was every bit as beautiful as Tabebuia, and we were every bit as alone there. We'd been hiking for many hours and only made it about halfway down Warderick Wells. We decided to head on back and go to some further beaches on another day.
Beautiful scenery. Time to head back to Holiday. I think I'm going to need to do some swimming. Hot and sandy.
A couple of days later, we selected Barrels Beach as our hiking destination.
We're getting closer to our hangout beach. There it is.
Barrels Beach was a long hike away most of the way down the island of Warderick Wells.
So we've come to a wall, and now we're going to Barrels Beach on Barrels Trail. Right down there. Oh, perfect. Oh, it's been kind of hot today walking around.
From the water, I spied a stingray just sitting still that was so large I knew it had to be a man-eater. Let's go test my theory that this stingray is a man-eater. See that giant spot? That's him. He looked like he had to be about 10 feet across. I decided to go underwater for a look before I got any closer. Holy moly! Not only was he 10 foot across, he was about 10 feet tall. A man-eater for sure. Ah, that thing is huge. I think that's as close as I'm going to get to that guy. I think I'm going to go snorkel over there. In search of friendlier sea creatures, I decided to snorkel along this rock wall and see what I could find. I ended up seeing lots of cool reef fish, and the rock formations I was swimming along were very cool too. Where's Lindy during all this, you might ask? Well, pretty much being within 37 feet from me at all times. She loves the chance to just sit and read by herself while I go off exploring. After snorkeling for a while, it was time for some hammock relaxing before our long hike back. Oh yeah, got me my hammock set up. I think this is going to be a nice view. It was the end to another wonderful few hours at a beach all to ourselves. I even made another bird friend while chilling in the hammock.
Heading back now, over here on the Exuma Sound side. We're going to take the Exuma Sound Trail all the way back.
The The wind was pretty high that day, and we got to see some beautiful water displays as we walked back along the Exuma Sound and watched the waves crash into the rocks of Warderick Wells.
Oh, cool. Huh. Look at that. Wow.
I can't say enough about the beauty we experienced while we were in Warderick Wells. It was definitely one of our favorite places in all of the Bahamas. I guess this next statement pretty much sums it up.
It's like being on another planet or something.